Hi, I'm David Pitcher, and this is the RotoPrism 2 puzzle. RotoPrism 2 is essentially a lower order version of my RotoPrism 3 puzzle, which in turn is a shape modification of the Fracture 6 puzzle. Like the previous two puzzles, RotoPrism 2 turns on 3 axes of rotation, located around the perimeter of the puzzle. These axes turn in increments of 180 degrees. However, if any face on the RotoPrism 2 has fourfold symmetry, as shown here, that face can turn in an increment of 90 degrees, and then subsequent turns can be made on adjacent axes. Combining these two types of moves allows the RotoPrism 2 to become thoroughly scrambled. One other very interesting thing to note about RotoPrism 2 is that it's the only known puzzle geometry to be deeper than origin turning. Now, you might say that's a semantic trick, that if I'm turning this portion, which is obviously contains the origin of the puzzle, I might just as well be considered to be turning this portion. And if RotoPrism 2 only made 180 degree turns, like so, you'd be right. However, there are two different ways to look at this. The axis system on RotoPrism 2 is such that the axes are here, here, and here. When I turn this slice plane, I'm actually only turning this axis. These two remain stationary. However, if I turn this portion of the slice plane, these two axes move. It's the same as if, on Fracture 10, rather than turning this slice and only turning one axis, I turned it here and moved 4 different axes. So this is moving one axis, this is moving 2. Another way to look at it is with the 90 degree turns. When I make a 90 degree turn, if I turn it here, my axis system remains in place. However, if I turn this slice by 90 degrees, my axis system actually moves out of the plane it was previously in. And now I can't make subsequent turns on these axes as I should be able to. I have to turn it here in order to let my axis system remain stationary and thus make subsequent moves. Therefore, the RotoPrism 2 should be considered deeper than origin turning. That's the RotoPrism 2 puzzle. Thank you for watching.